Hello, chat. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? The answer's yes, of course you missed me. How can't you miss me? I mean, look at me. There was a hole in your life without me, wasn't there? Don't say you didn't give a fuck. I see you yearning. Lauren, mwah, mwah. How are you? How are you? Oh, we just spoke recently. What the fuck do you mean? They don't know that. God, spoilers, Deck. God. Spoilers. Guy. We spoke recently. They don't know that. Now they know that. They think I'm depriving them. Honestly, now the others think I'm depriving them or something. Which I will definitely make sure that I'm not depriving them. Yet. But yes, I have returned from my little break. And day job. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't cook. I do need to spend more time in the server. The problem is I come back, I'm so tired. I'm just like, ugh. I'm both better and not as good as I'd like to be, but you know, it's been a week. It's been a week, I must confess. Been a long week. I am much eat. I am. Honestly, it's one of those weeks where I was ill Tuesday, and I wish I had just taken the next day or so off. Chilipi Cheeto. A little munchkin over there in the corner. He leaps. Little blankie on everything. Ignore the cough, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm trying to rip my hair out. Why? What's up? What do you mean you're trying to rip your hair out? Oh, you can't do that. You can't rip your hair out. No, we can't have bald Cheeto. Can't have bald Cheeto. We need full of hair Cheeto, because when we head pat the Cheeto needs to feel soft and squishy. Bald Cheeto would just be kind of weird, I fear. Just because Bolo will travel over there and slam him on there. You can't actually go in Dunker. Oh. Hey, time. Long time no see, buddy. How you been? Excuse me, Zork. Honestly, Zork, if you're gonna come over here, at least offer a little time. Oh. None of you caught what I actually said. Ah, well, I mean. I feel like we're gonna meet one day, Zork, and I'm just gonna be like, hey. It's just feels just like, hey. Most of you will realize how much social anxiety I have in me. I'm filled with it. Except when I'm on camera, apparently. Behind the screen. Behind the VTuber avatar. It's up to you. Oh, ball inspection. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Well, you sound much better. I feel like you seem more cheerful, laugh a bit more. That is true, I suppose. That is true. I'm surprised, honestly, with how I've been today. I'm not going to lie. I probably looked like I wanted to kill somebody when I walked into work this morning. Cole being British, Ren. Nick terrorizing Ren. Zork, Norman Kerbal. All checks out here. Just getting the checklist. Just like, yep, all's well. All's well in the Kerbal verse. I did not. I just stayed very quiet for most of the day, Decker. And then, you know, I just eventually chilled out after, like, I want to say it took me about... How many, let me think. When do I start work? 8 o'clock. I didn't exactly feel myself again till about 3 o'clock. So it took about that long. Took about that long. You have no comprehension of how fuck-ass mad I can stay. I'm not kidding. I can stay fuck-ass mad for a very long time. However, I'm back and I'm here. As such, I'm happy. It also helps that I've been trying to put some stuff in my drink in the morning, some like vitamin C stuff to slow release energy, and then I have caffeine later. It doesn't give me the zoomies. Much like most alcohol, it doesn't do much for me anymore. It doesn't do much for me anymore. There are exceptions, of course, but most caffeine I consume doesn't do much for me. A can of Monster does nothing to me anymore. It is a drink like any other now. Like, There's caffeine in it? I couldn't tell. My eyes feel heavy still. The bully allegations are on point, of course. How are we all doing, by the way? How is your Thursday going? I imagine my dear goat bro over there is enjoying a morning coffee before work, I should imagine. Unless he escaped work. Hopefully he's escaped work. Free our boy. Free our goat. Someone free the goat. Let him loose from the pen. He'll only nibble some sweaters, I promise. For legal reasons, I cannot guarantee this. Should drink to get kidney stones now. Oh. I mean, if you have more than one, I have like the one. Like, legitimately, I have one. There's some horse girls. I mean, have you seen some? To be fair, I understand. I understand. Do you mean, oh wow? It's just having taste. I've lost Kerbal to horse. Talking about what you mean. I don't play Musume. I don't play Musume. I already have my gotcha fix. I have my gotcha fix. Where do you think I got half the idea for well, I'll say this half. Let's say half. Part of the idea for half the angel design stuff. What can I say? I like the Sancta wings. Sue me. You only have one. Did you donate one? Or did you have a single kidney fit? Oh no, as in one monster. One monster. One can of Monster. I have a rule for myself. I will never have more than one a day. Never more than one. I just don't. It's just. I just don't feel like doing it. Like, one's enough. Like, one is enough. I don't like having multiple. I feel sick if I have multiple. So one's enough for me. Maybe more than one does the trick. I don't know. But for me, I just see it as, it's one. Favorite angel. Exactly. I'm the best angel. Naturally. we do love our fellow angels. They are all very adorable. I will put them all on a leash. What? Who said that? Who said that? I thought because you were talking about kidneys. Oh no, I have both my kidneys. No leash. You didn't sound like you were so bothered about it the other day. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm memeing. Unless... Don't cope me. Is it just because I'm teasing you as well? I'll curb you all I want. It's in the VC we had it. It's okay. Somewhere in Zork's server, you can find out my tastes. Somewhere buried in the NSFW section of Zork's server, you'll find a list of statistics for... Not really buried. No, not that buried at all. Fuck. Oh, I'm glad you like that VC. I was like, you know what? I'll say hi for a little bit. Okay, you're all a little bit bratty to me. You're all a little bit bratty to me. Some of you more than others. What have you been up to, chat? Have you been up to anything entertaining? I've been dying at work and then dying at work. That's my speed. I must admit I've not done a lot else. Let me think. Have I done more painting? No, I've not done more painting. I did record next week's video though. That's already been recorded. I've been productive. I've been so productive, chat. You wouldn't believe how productive I've been. You wouldn't believe. I'm connected to chat. Okay, no, it's fine. My VPN is not on. Oh, that's. I thought for a second I'd left my VPN on. A good man, yes. I had... What? How on earth do you say that? I also have been practicing drawing hands and feet. Ah, I see. You've been perfecting your, not a fetish. I'm gonna send Rinchy the feet when they're perfect. There was a meme I saw the other day. You've reminded me, there was a meme I saw the other day. And it's probably for the best Ren didn't see it, because it was very funny. But it did involve someone sucking a foot in the image. I believe I made a response to I think it was something like VTubers and then their fan artists. Or something like that. I saw around somewhere. You might have seen it. Oh. I'm not even describing it. I mean, you could find it on Twitter. Ran. Come back. Ran. Do I need to do the cat thing? Do I do the cat thing? Is that what it is? Is that what we need to do, chat? Do I need to do the cat thing? I have to go. Pss, pss, pss. Wow, I'm a cat. Well, you're being very catty today. I'm kidding, Regretfully, I can't quite pull a porcelain maid and just whip out some cat ears on the win. So, catty. Can't quite pull that one. Yeah. I mean, yeah, your persona is a cat goth. Your persona does have a lovely pair of cat ears that I wish to fluff. Scritch. Those are very scritchable ears. You know, you just put both hands behind the cat's ears. Just give him a good scritch. She had 4 ears. I'm only going to acknowledge the top 2. I'm going to acknowledge the top 2. I don't have to acknowledge the other one. It's the Arknights thing all over again. But no, you mean they have 4 ears? Why did they have 4 ears? You can draw. I have. Again, don't worry. I have a cat winter hat. Free for you to do as you please. I see. Excellent. Much scritches. Yep, something I found out the other day. I didn't know this for a while. Very slowly not knowing this, but I didn't know a cheetah can purr, by the way. They're not big cats. They purr. You can pet them, chat. You can pet the cheetah. Listen, you can pet the spotted anxiety-fueled cat. They are, in fact, friend-shaped. In fact, if you raise one with a golden retriever, it will help with its anxiety. I just think that's cute as fuck. Please don't pet the cheetah, it's a trap. Yeah, I don't know, it's fine. Listen, they come up to you. They actually think humans are chill because we don't steal food from them. Genuinely. We're like the only thing out there that doesn't fucking hurt them. They just look at us like, oh, thank God, it's the weird hairless ape. It's here, pet me. I need to feel better. Or is the trap that you have to take it home time? Is it like the cat distribution system, but it's like the S tier distribution, right? You've rolled the cat gotcha, and you got the large anxiety kitty. They are the only things more anxious than me. First thing in the morning. They all slip into speed. They don't even roar either. They just mew. They squeak. They actually squeak. It's like, oh, you really did not get the good end of the stick, did you, on this one? Mind you, anything else with spots, you stay the fuck away from. It'll fucking hurt you. the leopard? Don't pet the leopard. You can't pet the leopard. It'll hurt you. Or the jaguar. Don't the jaguar. Holy fuck. Or the hyena. You can love them and they can love you, but you do one wrong thing and boom, you end up looking like Leatherface on a bad day. Well, that is true. You can't pet the polar bear. It will actually try and eat you, Decker. That one will just eat you. They're hungry boys. And they're, like, huge. Like, really big. And they will actually, like, hunt us. The pig. I mean, it would probably let you. It just thinks you're a big penguin. Well, you're not supposed to touch them. Oh, that's the thing. You can't touch them with your bare hands. You will actually damage the waterproofing of their feathers. That is one thing you can't do. You can't touch them barehanded. You're big by penguins. I mean, if we get an Emperor Penguin, you might be about the same size. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's... No, I'm kidding. You're bigger than a penguin, Ren. I believe you are bigger than a penguin. Definitely. OTT, your voice. Listen, there are advantages, Ren. There are advantages. You could ride the Great Dane like a mighty steed. Consider it. Also, it means you could be picked up. I could pick you up, then. Consider this. Hey, yo. Actually, the damn. See, the dangerous thing I would want to pet is a leopard seal, but I know you can't pet the leopard seal. But they look cute. Guys, you should. Like, look at. Have you seen a leopard seal? Have you seen them? They look cute when they're not mangling a penguin. They look cute. I mean, they might let you. It's just you have to be careful, Time, because some koalas have literally got AIDS. Literal AIDS. Like, not even, no pause, they have AIDS. So be kind of careful. But I'm sure, like, one in, like, captivity would be safe. I'm sure most of them probably safe, just that one in whatever chance that nibbles you and, oh, you've got AIDS, and they have to explain to everyone how you got AIDS. And you can't say from a koala because they'll look at you like you're a monster, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. Don't let them fool you that I had a group of killed... God damn it. Fucking hell. Yeah, to be fair, the average seal is pretty cute. Like, have you seen that video, like, a baby seal says egg? It sounds like an old man, but it has the body of a munchkin. You could just, like, you could fluff it, right? You could just grab it and squeeze it. They pat the little bellies. On a side note, they finally showed what Total War stuff's coming soon. And I'm looking forward to it, actually, because all the factions have cool mechanics. The only thing I admit I'm personally not looking forward to is 2 of the Slaanesh units, because they kind of feel like ported over Dark Elf units. The Druchii Anointed, I think they're called, and it's like, you've got Dark Elf in some, like, different armor with 2 swords, and Dark Elf with a crossbow. A bit Slaaneshified, but it's like, eh? Oh no. There wasn't much for them to pull from, admittedly. They brought the Demonettes riding the snakes. They brought the Snake Lady. They brought the Snake Dudes. But, I don't know. I mentioned it on Reddit. I was like, hey, anyone else kind of disappointed in these things? And people were like, hey, they existed. I'm like, fair enough they existed, but I don't know. Is it wrong of me to have wanted them to have actually gone and created a cool, like, snake cavalry unit? This is for Total War. This is for Total War. Norsca's looking great, though. Loving Norsca. Like, they're getting Werebear units. They're getting Cursed Ettins. They're getting a Dreadmaw they can summon. Magic heroes, Famir nobles, they're getting a bunch of cool stuff. Like 40 units in the DLC, apparently. The High Elves get a Merworm, which is cool as shit. big sea monster. They're getting water elementals and flying chariots. Like, holy shit. You'll have pretty unique mechanics, apparently. On top of like the reworks that they're all getting as a whole, right? So, I mean, the way I see it, it's looking to be a pretty good DLC. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Like, they're giving the new Slaanesh character a Chaos Dwarf-like economy, which is... I love the idea of that. Yes, they are. Demons are pretty universal, and they've barely been updated. Like, they did a big update for some of the greater demons, but that's about it. Hi, Paint. How you doing? I'm doing alright. What about you, buddy? Yeah, all the demons, they didn't get much, which I always think's kind of sad, because there's so much you could do with the demons, right? I don't know. Like, they did some models for some, like, a Slaanesh, like, warband for like, the Underworld game, which is an amazing little skirmish game, by the way. Great little ideas they throw together in that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, kinda. See, I'd like there to be some 40k exclusive demons. Like, I want some mecha demons, right? You got Vashtor, who's like a demigod. He's like he commands the Soul Forge. And he has like all the soul grinders. She's not a part of Norska because she's basically like the Baba Yaga for Kislev. She's basically like the mythical guardian of Kislev. That's why, because she's like basically a spirit of Kislev itself. Very good, nearing the end of my week. Give myself down to Trench Crusade. Ah, you mean Trench Crusade? Okay. I've seen some stuff for their thing, and I have to say they've got some cool ideas. The first plastic warband they did, the Prussians, love them. Guy in full plate with angel wings and stuff, love that. Something she's doing because Lev has been fighting a war since beginning of time cell. Pretty much, yeah. Oh yes, as a Prussian. So, Trench Crusades kind of set in an alternate reality where the Crusades ended with a bunch of Knights Templar letting hell itself on Earth, and so by World War I time, the demons have like heretic legions of like actual guns and shit, and like submarines and planes and all sorts of crazy stuff. Britain's southern border is patrolled by a land ship so massive it can sail that guns down heretic navies on its own. And then the Prussians are like still a thing. Yeah, Britannia still rules the waves. Hallelujah. So we're gonna get the Free State of Prussia. They look pretty cool, don't they? They have an anti-tank sword. That's just a cool idea. What do you mean an anti-tank sword? It's an anti-tank sword. It's a massive sword that you can kick a tank with and stab it. Questions? Don't worry about it. I want to see Frederick the Great versus Diamond Prince now. I mean, if he's empowered by the Meta Christ, he probably could. No, they cloned Jesus Christ in that. They full on just cloned Jesus, and his blood is used to make super soldiers. This is the thing. Yeah, no actual angels or demons can be in setting because the minute one side crosses the line, it's like, well, you press red button now, so just demolish the mortal realm. They can take 2 anti-tank swords, or rather 2 Templar swords. Yeah, just cool. Like, it's just a cool idea. Although, considering they can't have demons on the field, if you've seen the Cult of the Seven-Headed Serpent, you would question that highly. Because holy shit, those things aren't far off demons. Holy shit. Like demi-demons and stuff. Like, it's just, horrifying. Those got weird little sub-factions like the Trench Ghosts, which interest the hell out of me. They're basically like heretic legion who died on holy grounds. They can't go to hell, and heaven won't take them, so they're just stuck as ghosts. It's like World War One style, like demonic, like esque ghosts. I don't know, it's a very dark setting. It's, if you've seen anything of Trench Crusade, it's the visuals, right? It's so grimy and horrible. It's awesome. It's definitely the kind of people who like 40k or liked 40k, you know. Yeah, I'll always say, what like for those who were just getting into Warhammer, 40,000's definitely the darker of them. Fantasy's quite grimy, then Sigmar's a bit more high fantasy. If I was really so, just I would say this is heresy. But since I'm not, no, probably do this dope. See how. Okay, we'll throw grenades and charge in holy glory in combat. Exactly. Why do you think I have these claws? Because I could shoot the demon, but I could stab the demon. Hands. But therefore, they also look pretty nice. I just want to sharp thingies. What do you want? I don't need to justify my sharp thingies. Yes, the technical term, sharp thingies. It's in the manual. There's only unenforced melee combat. If the demon would appear, Kerbal would be played. Exactly, and I'd kick its ass. It would get 5 minutes of screen time. I'd kick it. I'd punt it. Listen, all I'm saying is some legs are meant for walking, but as you can see, these are meant for ass kicking. It's the truth. It's the truth. You're welcome, by the way. I know one of you was happy with that. This is why we hate this out, except Farsight. Farsight's cool. They need to update the max. They need to update the max. They really do. Honest to God, they do. They genuinely need to. It's true. They know what's going to happen. They know what's going to happen. It's the truth. They know. Really fast. Listen, one must have strong legs to kick a demon's head off. Strong legs. We never skip leg day. We never skip leg day. How on earth do you think Kerbal fights in heels? Never skip leg day. Ignore the fact that most of the legs are mechanical now and thus aren't muscle, but don't worry about that. That is details. They are probably, like, genuinely, compared to, like, the general Tau Empire, yeah, they're pretty chill. Until they're not chill, then they just go fucking swinging blades around, just whoop. And they're not very chill. Very unchilled. My leg day routine. A lot of squats. A lot of squats. A lot of some running, some walking, and a bit more walking. A lot of walking, actually. I do a lot of walking. Sort of. I tend to find myself walking quite a bit. Like, I at least like to get, but at least when I'm working, I try and get like 3 or 4 walks a day in, if I can. 1 to the office, 1 to town and back, then 1 out of the office. Try and get at least 4 walks in. Gotta get those walks in, chat. Walking is good for you. You should do it. You should do some walking. You will thank me later. And you might say, but Cobra, I could be jogging. Don't jog. Don't jog. The reason Do you like your knees? Do you like your knees feeling good? Do you like your knees not going fucking failing on you in 40s? If the answer to this is yes, walk instead. Unless you can keep on your toes, like literally on like the. Don't let the back of your foot hit the floor constantly, because that makes you like actually makes your knee hurt after a bit. So if you're going to run, keep on like the top. You know, keep on like the what's the word I'm looking for? Keep more on your toes, and don't let your back of your foot hit the floor constantly. That smacking on the floor, that'll be how your knees feel. Since Tao don't really have great presence. Exactly. I'd be to date saddened, but because I'm a bit annoyed by the fact that my milliput hasn't dried even after a week. After a week? Wait. What on earth have you done to keep your milliput so moist? Holy shit. Milliput doesn't. Holy. That's the bit. That's Bren's takeaway. Walking. That's Bren's one takeaway from all that. Well, if you took that away, that's good. Walks are good for you. Walking is good. You had a moment. You were in your own little world there for a second. I'm very curious, Paint, though. How on earth that milliput's still wet? That's impressive, because it dried, like... It took a while, but it dried when I used it. But then, I find milliput's really messy. Let's really use green stuff now. Oh, I see. I don't know enough about milliput, I'll be honest. I've only messed with it once, and I found it was really messy. It gets so, like... so much residue that comes off milliput, right? It's really, like... You gotta keep it wet. You gotta, like... You've gotta work with it and don't have it stick to your tools. You gotta have it, like, use Vaseline on it. Rubber tools are quite a good one, actually. I'm using metal ones, but I might switch to rubber. I hear rubber tools are better. This is the sculpting, by the way, before any of you get filthy. This is the sculpting stuff. I'm considering, because I've been talking about this paint, I've been considering getting a Night Lancer and doing some Nurgle stuff to it, right? Add a bit of, like, meat to its skeleton, but also add, like, a little tentacle wrapping around the lance if I can. I've been thinking green stuff might be a better option for that, but maybe milliput on, like, the base, potentially. Like, until I get better with milliput, using the base as, like, a good practice might be quite good. I've got some cork as well. I'm thinking a bit of cork, a bit of milliput, make some, like a little, like, river. And, I've got some, like, effect paint, which is, like, a bile-looking kind of paint. Like, coming off the mech. Because it's Nurgle corrupted, so it's going to be leaking a bit. And holy fluids. No, what? Okay, I see. I see pretty nature. Lots of nature. Lots of nature. Honestly, I'm quite lucky. Where I live is still quite like green in places. Like, there's plenty of town, but it's still, like, a little bit, like, I can actually, funnily enough, chat, fun fact, I can actually still see, pretty nature, well, you insist. Yeah, I actually can still see my childhood home, where I live. Kind of. I can see the location. It's a weird feeling to see it. I'm like, oh, it's still there. It is great for traditional. Milliput is only good for base as well. Sculpting one epoxy and Tamiya epoxy buddy. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Then, okay, so green stuff's the right call then. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Actually, Paint. I'm glad to hear it. I shall keep that in mind. I don't think Ren wants to publicly walk around with a leash. I don't think that. I don't think she's that kind of lady. I don't think so, anyway. Have you seen a documentary about that person, by the way? There's someone who, like... I think, like... She's basically, like, an Instagram model or something, but she basically uses herself as a pet. For, like, silly money. I'm like, how? There are many questions, many I probably don't want to know the answers to, honestly. I don't know, maybe I'm not quite interested in people who degrade themselves that far. Like, oh. That person's just living in a dog cage. It's not even like a cage for a person for some weird kink stuff. It's just like a dog cage with a doggy bed. I'm like, oh, why? Why you like this? Right? It's a bit weird, isn't it? A bit weird. Right? But we all agree it's a little bit weird. You know? There's just some things that, I don't know. Like, and then sharing it online, I'm like, you know, if I was into something like that, I probably wouldn't share it publicly. I'm gonna be honest. If it's not great with details, but cloaks and tendrils is great for green stuff. This all springy Milliput is just more sculpt clay. I'm with you. So if I wanted to add some like meat to like the knight's body and stuff, Milliput might be better, but things like a tentacle and little bits of like, I've got some liquid green stuff as well I can fill in some gaps with here and there if needed. But I'm thinking of making like dents and holes and stuff, and you know. It's meant to be a bit of a grim kind of knight. I also want to do some like glazing on the like on the lance itself. I can make it glow a little bit, a bit of OSL, you know. I want the end of the lance to glow like a deep red. It's red hot, like a poker. Epoxy is just Milliput and green stuff combined without the dry chunks problems. Tamiya epoxy putty is much better and great for micro. Oh, okay. I will have to look into it. Tamiya does do some good stuff. You enjoy your noms, Ren. Enjoy your noms. I'll have a look. I haven't looked into it much. I'll be honest, I've not looked into it much. I've only recently got into sculpting things, or the idea of sculpting things. I would have done some sculpting bits on my War Dogs, but I was just like, I'll keep it simple. I'll keep it simple. Hypothetically, if I don't know what I want, I'll forget about the food and find no. Bad. Find something tasty looking. And before you say it, no, you can't nibble me. I'm not food, man. I literally sculpted hair on the Sister of Battle to mimic the PNG I watched. Ah, nice. Red. Well, just pull out the TF2 sandwich. Very nutritious. TF2 sandwich. Honestly, I mean, let's be honest, if there's one thing that could definitely be saved by a bit of sculpting, it's the Games Workshop Sister Battle face sculpts. Holy shit. Like, Games Workshop can't model women's faces. One day, but... Yeah, so you're gonna have to bite something in your fridge. Or in your cupboard. Or your drawer, wherever you're storing food currently. Find something tasty looking, well, we're already looking at the... Ah. Am I just a piece of meat to you guys? You can't order angel breast. That... The ass is pretty thick. I'm not gonna lie, the ass is pretty thick. You guys don't get to see the ass very often. But the ass is pretty nice, this model. All I'm saying is you can see it from the front. You can see it from the front. It's a dumpy. If you go into one part of the Discord, hypothetically there may be a video, and hypothetically you may be able to see it. Or on Twitter, if you dig far enough. Hypothetically. I'm of course not suggesting in the middle of No Not November that you do this, of course. However, if you do decide to go there, you are not allowed to say you lost because of me. Just to be clear. I call something sleep problems. Imagine chloroform for about everyone. I feel like the real deal is much better. I'm sure. I don't think my ass is that special. Then again, as I've said many times, I'm not trying to fuck me. So I wouldn't think my ass is anything special. Because I'm not trying to clap my own cheeks. That's a sentence we weren't expecting to hear today, was it, chat? No, but I can. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, fuck. I need to not yawn. I must not yawn. That's how tired I am, chat. It's only an hour in. I'm gonna yawn. No, it's not even an hour. I'm already yawning. God. It's already Jova. It's already Jova. Found it. You found the secret sauce. Found the secret sauce. Decker was very diligent in looking. I know some of you have seen it already. I know some of you have. Is it bad that I lost in the first 10 minutes of it now? God damn. Ren, that was quick. It at least took me to the next night. "10 minutes though. God damn. Damn. My face looked weird then. I was drinking my drink. I'm going to do that again. I was hungry and I knew who I could eat, so I'm sure that rings a bell. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Bit of a freak over there. Holy. Holy. We're very normal today, aren't we, chat? We're very, very normal today, aren't we? Then again, for you guys, this is pretty normal. This is pretty normal. deck is shooketh. I think this might be a talk for streamer on YouTube. I have been pretty tame, I would say. That's fair. That's fair. Hell, I don't tend to be very talkative unless I've talked a few times with people anyway, so, you know. I tend to be quieter on the first meeting anyway. Mostly because I always worry I'll put people off me. It just catches him off guard. It's like, what the fuck? Holy, where's this from? What the fuck? This isn't prepared for it. I've looked at more of a list of computer components mentioned. Most general price, and it's within budget. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I don't think I suggested anything insane. I mostly thought about future-proof. Was I also shy when talking to you last time? I was just tired then. I mean, I was also ill, just to stress, last time we spoke. I was quite ill at the time. So there's that aspect. That's why I was quite quiet. I was quite ill. I really shouldn't have gone in work the day after, frankly, but, you know. I thought, oh, well, it's easier. See, when I'm in the right spot, that, you know, I'm not shy and slighted. Which is why I'm not shy when I'm here. Hey, Booker, sit down. You may regret that, but fair enough. You may regret that. I was created a what? I was created a bargain for $300. Holy shit! If you sold it for 300 or more, but, hey, good on you. Well, I regret it. I don't know. I feel like most people regret it after a bit. I feel like I'm the type of person that once people get to know me, they don't quite want to talk to all the time. I'm in cool. Then you join. I'll just leave you two later. I don't know. I think maybe it's just me, but I just tend to think most people probably get sick of me after a bit. Maybe that's just maybe I've had bad experiences. I don't know. It's just a thing I notice. That's why I'm always kind of distant. It's just a thing I've experienced quite often. I am quite aware that when I'm in a more hyper mood, I get annoyed. It's like I have accounted for extra cost of 300. Ah, okay. Oh, you've created a margin for your. Oh, I'm silly. Sorry, I misread what you said. Apologies. I am smooth in the head. Fair enough. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you both felt that. It's too deep in. Ah. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Glad you feel that way. I always try and like keep myself at my best where I can, but the problem is I find myself, if there's ever a point where I kind of slip, it's when I get too comfortable. I don't know. I always worry I get too negative. So I'm very prone to negativity. It is a problem for me. So it is a thing I try and avoid, but unfortunately it comes out. I get very negative. It's no problem. But again, it really depends. It really depends. Oh god. Oh, excuse me for that. Oh. God, I'm so tired. Rub my face a second. I shouldn't do that. That makes the model look very weird when I do that. Very weird. Check it. Better. Yeah, no, I am, when at my best, a yapper. An absolute yapaholic. It'd be my way. An absolute yapaholic. Especially when I'm here, when I can just do and say what I please because I've got no boss telling me what to do. Thank fuck for that. Actually, wait, just wait for about the week since I get to meet you, and then they will get annoyed at. Yes, anyone get annoyed if they were too much to offer, but that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for. I mean, it's definitely a case I find sometimes. Like, the thing is, like, it depends on the day for me, but my social battery is very minimal. If I eat worse, then there isn't much you can do after that. That's fair enough. I am quite difficult to like at my worst, though, to be totally honest, but hey. At least I think so anyway, but it's the impression I get. It's the impression I get. I don't know. I think... I don't know. Well then, some people I've definitely been at that point with, and we've just been fine since. But then there's other people who I've not ever been that way with, and I'm like, I don't know. Everyone's their own judge, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's oh, sorry, buddy. Yawning again. Oh. Yeah, I've lost my trail of thought entirely, sorry. I've lost my entire trail of thought. Completely. What was I even saying? You know what? It doesn't matter. It wasn't that important. Whatever I was going to say, obviously, not that important because I have forgotten it. It is whoosh from my head. So. Ugh. So, a little bit about what we're going to do later this week. Enough talking the past, I'm talking about the future. Obviously, I'm going to get a video prepared for you all. I'll see what else I have time for and other things, bits I'm working on. But a thing I'd quite well look forward to doing is obviously got more Total War, and we have another session of Dark Heresy. It's like most of my real friends who are introverted, they often get very tired. I think I might have been introvert or never. I mean, it was what extrovert. I mean, yeah, you figure that out for yourself. Then after a bit, like you get the idea. Like, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing I sussed out pretty quick. That my social battery is mush. Is low. I hit a point where I just wish to be alone. That is something I find myself quite often. I hit a point where I'm like, I wish to be alone now. I simply be alone somewhere. You know, it's just how I am. How my neurodivergent brain work. I hit a point where I'm like, wow, not now, obviously. Get back here, Decker. Get back here. You know, when I stream at times when I want to be around people. I mean, one of the reasons I started streaming was because I felt quite lonely. That was a reason I started streaming. I felt quite lonely. That was genuinely a reason I started. One of the reasons. Because I just find quite often I was on my own a lot, and I was like, even I got to a point where I was like, you've made so much. Me, I pause sweat the first time I meet people, and then next time it's like 20-40 minutes, and then that's fair. That's fair. Takes me a few times to get to that point. But some people I can just hop in the voice chat with, be pretty chill with. Other times, like, I gotta get used to people. Like, I can definitely put on a brave face if I'm around people and I'm just in a casual situation, but comfy is a different story, you know. The comp takes time for me. It takes time for me. When I get there, I do get there eventually. Stiff. Terrible seating position. I know no one asked me to posture check, but I'm going to posture check myself. That was a good back rank. Pasta check. My spaghetti. No, there's no spaghetti. Pasta. We do have some pasta, actually. A little bit of Cobra lore, actually. I, when I was younger, used to basically only eat pasta. No, I don't crack the pasta. I don't wish to upset the Italians. I might jokingly go to do it just to wind up a little bit. Just go thinky now for a bit. Alright, Ren, you have a good think. But yeah. So I used to just eat pasta. She's thinking about. Ooh, fucking hell. Whenever I'm forced to do something, I'm not fully comfortable, like presenting, getting a shot or highlights. I just power through. I have some sometimes like just jump in and something. I mean, that's the best way, isn't it? Once the thing is, you get more anxious about thinking about the thing than doing the thing, right? I've had streams where I didn't know if I wanted to hit go live. I'll be honest, I've had times where I've hit go live and went, fuck. But then, you know, I do it, I have a good time. Eat a lot of pancakes. Pancakes are nice. What kind of pancakes, though? I've had those, like, the classic little thin ones they make. They're all crispy and quite nice. But I've also quite enjoyed those, like, more thicker pancakes. But more like softer pancakes. Quite nice. Bit of syrup on top. is would you like just some reaction if you are feeling too tired to work or just stressed? I'm typically quite against doing them, I'll be honest. It sounds weird, I know. I know a lot of people do reaction stuff, but I'm always kind of iffy about them. There's a part of me that kind of looks at it and goes, I enjoy watching them, but would I want to do one? I don't know. It kind of, yeah, it's one of those things where I just sort of, I always kind of feel like I'm not giving you what you deserve in a way. I know it's probably me being a bit of a perfectionist, but it's always kind of like, if I'm at the point where I'm using other people's content for content, I feel kind of wrong. Maybe, I don't know, I just feel kind of wrong, you know? Me personally, I'm not like gonna say anyone else is wrong for doing it, it's a standard I kind of hold myself to a little bit. Let's take a shot afterwards. I took a shot afterwards. I got paid Vision Fuzzy and Vertical Apps. Stress, yeah. Stress is an interesting thing. I couldn't breathe nearly once because of stress. That was fun. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Yeah, I was pounding with my inhaler. I was like, "Whoa, this is bad." I was fine. I could breathe later, but I was like, "Oh." But so much stressful happened beforehand. It was like just work shit. But I was like, "Oh." No, I mean, I get what you say about the. I've considered it, right, but I'm always hesitant. I know a lot of other streamers do it, and I shouldn't be so uppity about it, but it's a line I feel like once I've crossed it, it doesn't quite feel right. I mean, it's not like you're gonna not the channel's long. Oh yeah, 100%. I would definitely like. I do it for older videos. If I was going to do it, it'd be for older videos. I'd be very hesitant to do new things that's just come out because I feel wrong. Because the first 24 hours is where most views come from. After that point, maybe a day or so, then I'd be more comfy to do it. Because I'm like, well, I'm not eating in, like, I'm probably not going to eat in much anyway. But it feels wrong. I don't want people to see their stuff through me before they've seen their stuff, if that makes sense. Some people are going to inevitably, but it at least has had its chance to do its thing in the algorithm before I've cannibalized it, basically. Easter pancake, paper thin pancakes the size of a pan, and Tijuk pancake, a pancake made in a uneven tray. I have heard of neither of these. They sound quite nice. I can see the appeal of both. The first one kind of reminds me of those poppadoms you get in like some restaurants. I mean, you already have a video reaction. That's true. I do. I've rarely looked in there. Is there anything even in there? I think there was one about the missile knows where it is by knowing where it isn't. And that's about it. Is there anything in there, I think? There's a suggestion bit out of Discord. I don't know. I think I left it in there like people send ideas they wanted. Definitely caught on. Hey, we try different things as creators. After all, we try different things. God, I am yawning. Fuck me. I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm hesitant to do it. It just, I know it's not a big deal, but it is to me. To me, it is because it's. I know I don't make the most crazy content in the universe, but like, I pride myself on making stuff that's original where I can. So that's mine. And it matters to me that it's mine. Oh, pancakes, but sweet pancakes don't have sugar or too much jam we eat, but I only eat homemade jam from either forest berries or homegrown. That does sound quite nice. That does sound quite nice. Yeah, I know it's a ridiculous standard, Decker. Believe me, I know fine well. It's just I never feel comfortable with it fully, and it always bothers me when I'm thinking about it, because I'm like, and I just then forget about it. So I think if I'm at the point where I can't talk and entertain, then I just shouldn't stream. You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. That's just for me. Again, other people do it. Good on them. They stream a lot longer than me. The length of my streams, no. If I ever get to the point where I'm streaming like 6 or 7 hours plus, probably, you know, it's a bit of a break for them. What it is, really, it's a break for them. A lot of streamers will do it. It's part of like a break or a chill stream. But it's just it's a line I don't know if I'm comfortable crossing. For me, it's a line that my own creation, but it's a line I'm cautious to cross, because once I crossed it, I don't know. It's just how I feel. It's hard to explain because I'm not very good at explaining how I feel about things, but it is something I stand by. I'm very set on it for now. Maybe one day that'll change, but for now, I have that in my Discord, but yeah. See, again, though, it feels lazy. It just feels really lazy. I just don't feel comfortable. End of story. I just don't feel comfortable. Again, that might change, but at the minute, it feels lazy. There was one period of my life where I ate pancakes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the whole week. And I ate it almost every day of the week. Yeah, holy shit. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, no, I would start looking at myself kind of, but again, we don't want you to overwork yourself. You're too tired. I get that, but here's the thing. I already overly criticize myself. If I watch a stream back and I've barely reacted to a reaction, I will rip into myself. It will happen. It will happen, and no one can stop it happening. It will happen. And I will get very upset at myself. So I'm like, well, why didn't you react? Why didn't you do more? Could have. So, as much as, in a way, I already fucking I definitely overwork myself in some respects. Hell, I already expect too much of myself most of the damn time, but there are certain things I'm like, no, this is a line. It stays in place. And the reaction thing is one I've never felt comfy about. And again, it feels parasitic, you know? It feels parasitic. And I don't like it. I would feel kind of sad if I made a good video and someone like did a reaction and took all the limelight from it and just kind of stole everything from it, and it just didn't do very well because despite all the work I put in, someone bigger than me just went, oh, well, here you go, we'll watch it, and then just watch the whole thing. I would feel like shit. And I don't want to make someone else feel like shit. You know? If you're worried about that, then give a shit react. You're not quite getting what I'm putting down. It just wouldn't feel right for me. I can't fully explain it, but it wouldn't feel right for me. So I just don't want to do it. Is the honest answer. It doesn't feel right to me. One day that might change, but right now, that's where I'm standing on it. And I'm pretty set on my ways. And I'll be honest, if you're gonna try and convince me otherwise. You're gonna have a long, long hill. Like, I don't. Like, it's the line. It's drawn. If I choose to move it, I choose to move it. But for now, I feel like it would be a failing on my part if I did. So, like I say, it's not guaranteed to be forever. It's just how I feel better. And again, it is no dig at anyone who actually does reactions themselves. I get it. It's easy money. People like to watch it. And it's a good way to have a break midstream, but it doesn't feel right for me. Not for me. Maybe one day I'll feel as though I've hit a point where I stream for many hours and I'm like, okay, well, I've earned a little bit of watch a thing time. I do enough of that off stream. I watch lots of off stream. I was very consistent, so that's why he doesn't to react to videos, because speaking something takes. Yeah, in a way. I want to. The thing is, I want to be able to look back as I do this and be happy with what I've done. A little bit of pride, maybe, but also a little bit of just, I did that. It's a hard thing to explain, but it's like when you make something or you paint something or you do anything like that. You want to do it yourself because you see the end result and go, I did that. And every time we do it again, it's better, better and better. And then you can keep saying, I'm doing this, I'm getting better. Again, it's just how I am, how I feel. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. That's why I don't do reactions. That channel in Discord's there, and I look at it if you ever post stuff in there. But you know, maybe one day that'll become something I react to. Oh, it's never wrong to criticize yourself. It shows that you want to reflect yourself and always be better version of yourself. Next time, just don't over-criticize yourself when you think you might view as the lacking most of what you. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I tend to go over that point. Fortunately, I am very self-critical. I overthink things. It's just how I am. To say I am the kind of person who can have the same conversation I've just had 12 times in my head is not an understatement. It's not. Sippy. Before I carry on, just quickly. Here's the wetty. Yeah, it is a thing with me. The critique of oneself. Like I say, I am a little bit of a perfectionist sometimes, so something isn't quite how I like it, bothers the fuck out of me. And either I have to find a way to accept it or fix it. And normally the first one's the better option, because the fix it option makes it worse, but I have conversations I've had 6 years ago again with my shampoo bottle in the shower. I just have them myself. I don't even have them in the bottle. It's one of them. I know fine well that occasionally I get burned out. I think a thing I've found, I think the thing that actually really does burn me out a little bit is if I don't give me enough time for me. Then I get really burned out. That's the problem. That balance. If the work-life balance gets unbalanced for me, it fucking throws me up. Just with the rubber room. I've been in my own rubber room for a long time. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? You've got to find a balance, and I am terrible at finding a balance. I either a little too much time or too little. Problem is, too little, it causes me to crash out. It does cause me to crash out. It's why, like, there are times where someone might like try and call me, and I just won't pick up. It's not like I'm, and the thing is, it's not like I don't want to talk to them. It's like I don't want to talk right now. I'm sacrificing boot tax, so I don't need to mix up with read stuff. Honestly, I mean, if you make it work, if you can make it work. Head now. Yeah, it's just. It's hard to explain how I am. It's just, yeah. Also, when she went to sleep, she hasn't slept very well last night. Much time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that what this large think was? Thing that going to sleep early because hasn't slept. Which I mean, fair enough, honestly. Fair enough. So, yeah. I mean, you need sleep. I learned that the hard way. I can tell you. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, sleep is important. Sleep is very important. And, yeah. I regularly don't get enough. But then again, I have to wake up at like 5:45 in the morning. So, you know. Don't recommend it, either way. Don't recommend waking up early. I remember a time where waking up at 7 o'clock felt early. Or waking up at like 6:30 felt early, you know. Oh god, it's 6 o'clock. Let alone before 6. God, if you'd have told me 7 years ago I'd be waking up that early, oh god, I wouldn't believe you. I'd laugh. I'm filling up the big holes in the Hive Town smokestacks with sculpted detail. Anything is better than those holes. Fair enough. Learning the last work on my flying Hive Town. Fair enough, fair enough. Them little owl wakes me up at 3 AM sometimes. We sit right on the window. The owl. See, the closest thing I've had is a pigeon. The closest thing I've had is a pigeon. Need paint over for King of the Colosseum tournament. Oh, okay, okay. Not familiar with that one myself, but alrighty. I mean, Hive Tyrants are pretty baller. They are pretty baller. They're near a forest with a lot of burbs. Mini burb. Large burbo population. We just have pigeons. Lots of pigeons. And the odd bird of prey. The odd hawk. But mostly pigeons and crows. Actually, I tell a story. I walked by a house once down the road from a little bit of a walk away from me, right? And then 7ish. I wish I could wait till 7ish. Oh, dream. And I walk past his house, right? And genuinely, there were about a dozen or so crows on this person's roof. It was covered crows, right? And I was like, that's got to be an omen, right? I don't know if someone died in there or something, but it makes me wonder because that was a lot of crows. The only image I've seen that compares to it is that picture of like a bunch of vultures on top of someone's house, and that one probably is someone dead. Because the vultures can smell it, right? I mean, never a good thing when the vultures sit around just like. Then again, I hear turkey vultures do find themselves quite attached to people, so maybe it's just a friendly turkey vulture. I don't know. Vultures are cute in their own weird way. They're the moments when they're not covered in. I think the only bird I would say is not cute in the slightest is the giant petrel. Nothing cute about the giant petrel. They look like sociopaths. Look up any picture of the giant petrel. They look evil. They just look evil. Honestly, they do. They genuinely do. A ton of crows in the neighborhood too. That has an ongoing war with them because they keep ripping flowers out in front of the garden. Damn. See, crows. I didn't know this until a little while ago, right? But crows hold a grudge, and they will chat shit about you to other crows. Also, in the final points, no epic characters and no models of toughness over 9, so Flyrant works, and I have given him adaptive biology, so he has a 5 plus feel no pain and a 4 plus feel no pain. So, if we do, oh, okay. Ravens are cool. Ravens are cool. I do like ravens. Very smart. Too smart for their own good. Search up Dom here. However, they can talk, yes, they can mimic. They can mimic things. There's a little. Wait, is it meant to be a burb? Eurasian bullfinch. Little burb. Little burb. Little cute little burb. You're gonna tell me they're not cute at all, they're monsters. Like the Australian magpie. Swoop down on you and try and drive your bike. Most lethal thing that doesn't have venom in Australia. The Nordic ravens are huge. I mean, there's a reason they had myths about them, let's be honest. Let's be honest, there's a reason they have myths about them, right? Greybird red stomach, yeah, that's the one I saw. You can tell me a cursed fact about me, aren't you? It's like just a little guy. It's gonna be absolute monster, isn't it? An absolute monster. I'll just stick with my boy, little Robin. Little Red Robin. Just a little guy. Just a good little guy, is his thing. Tends his nest. I feel like I should be bored for asking to search. Hey, Haru! Probably crazy now that look at this star resembles a certain artist that I know. A certain artist, you know, Haru? Which artist do you mean? Little guy, little burb. Oh yeah, I see you, little burb. Oh yeah, it's like, is it more yellowy version of the blue tip we have over here? I see. I don't believe Ari is that kind of artist, to my knowledge. Although I did see a version he's doing of his own model, the female version of his model. Huge boobs. Huge boobs. Huge boobs. Called them Rotten Chin. Rottle Chin. Rotten Chin? I probably say it Rockin' Chin. I can't say it. Yeah. Words. Red Throat. Ah, okay, Red Robin. Sounds much more menacing when you say it in German. You see, Red Robin sounds cute. Rotten Chin. Like, The hell is it? It's just a little guy. Oh, okay. More menacing. It's like anything in Latin. Anything in Latin sounds more menacing for some reason. What's a G artist? I fear. I fear it is probably something a little more. Thus. So just something else. If I say it will not sound like menacing, don't worry. No, but there's two kinds of German accent. There's the harsh German accent and there's the Wolfgang, isn't there? There's probably a lot more, and I'm just ignorant to it because I don't live in Germany. Probably way more German accents than that, actually. It's just I don't know them because I've never heard them. I've heard the serious one, I've heard the Wolfgang. That's the only two I've heard. We have so many now. I believe that, honestly. Germany's a big place. Big old place. It's bigger than most people realise. You also live near France. You touch tips with France. I have a dialect. You do. I'm kidding. Of course you do. I'm sure someone will think I have a dialect. Those sort of bazongs. Indeed, Haru. Indeed. A summer song? I mean, I will probably have no idea what the words are, but you're more than welcome to share the song of your people. I will never say no to someone sharing the song of their people. But yes, Haru, the person who did my art was how do you say their name? I never say their name properly. I know for it I never will say their name properly. Second. How does one say dear Aria Rosie? I think that's how you say it. Aria Rosie, yeah. I don't. I've looked at a good amount of their portfolio, obviously, before I worked with them, but mostly pertained to the VTuber art side of things. I did work for Aria silly though. I feel bad. This model took a lot of work from them, and bless them, they did an amazing job. But, oh, poor little bean. I worked him. I worked him. But the results speak for themselves. I believe he's trying to rig his own model as well, which, honestly, I can only respect people who rig, because that shit looks hard. Oh Boy by Peeps. It's a Swedish song. Swedish mix of Danish. Such a thing exists? I thought you guys and the Danes were like water and oil. Or is that like the secret love child that no one talks about? Where's Rouge? Where's my Danish man? Where's my funny Danish man? I need to confirm this. My dialect is pretty simple still. Like normal German is 9 or nit, and mine's darker to say net. Ah, okay. A nit, should I say. Nit is I'm leaning more into like Eastern European and Russian there, aren't I? Up there. Skagnivera belly Swedes. I feel like I've stepped into something here. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? I probably didn't say that right. Okay, one of these days I will osmosis your languages. It's fine. I'll osmosis them. I'll know words. I'll see words go, ah, that means that. My dyslexic ass will pick it up eventually. Probably not, but hey, I can try. I'm trying. I am trying. I've been thinking though, chat. I've been thinking, I know dangerous, I've been thinking. I've been eyeballing some other games we can enjoy. I believe Rouge is trying to convince me to try Bannerlords recently. I heard they're getting a new DLC apparently. I don't know how it goes, but I'm interested. I might give it a nosy. I've not looked at Bannerlords much. Mount and Blade Bannerlords, but I've heard good things. What was another one I've seen knocking around that took my interest? Can't think of what was now. There's definitely no. Oh, was it Dustfront? I think it's called Dustfront. It's really good. I really hope it becomes a thing. Hierarchy of Sweden. Everyone who isn't from Stockholm hates them. We'll make fun of. Skagnia, Northern Swedes are seen as hillbillies. Everyone, Gothenburg? They sound very happy. Okay. Every Gothenburg friend group has a Glen. The fuck is a Glen? I haven't just said a terrible word in your language, but I'm trusting you not to put something terrible on there, because I don't know Swedish in the slightest. I at least know some bad words in French and German. I know none of them in Swedish. I'm not prepared for what kind of horrors I could have just said then. I already feel my career burning away. With the Google Docky. On a side note, I always find it funny when the Americans discover Scottish people exist. I saw a clip of someone saying to a lady who's Scottish, she's a VTuber, and he was like, how long you been learning English? And she fucking burst out laughing. I'm like, man, people don't know about the Scots, do they? Like, what do you mean how long they've been learning English? I think that there is a Scottish language, it's just not very often spoken. There's Welsh is a bit more spoken. They try and preserve it, because it is the only place you will hear it. It's not like French in Quebec, where it's like you go to Quebec and it's like forced down your neck apparently, because it's just like, don't force it. No one, let's be honest, no one wants to speak it. But yeah, it's whereas Welsh in Wales is preserved because of the heritage, and also it's like not spoken anywhere else. Glen, it's a common male name of Glenbur. I think I'm probably butchering that. They are the one who made dad joke. Ah, they're that friend. I'm with you. Okay, they're the dad joke guy. Okay. The punny person. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's the French. They would force you to speak French if they could instead of learning English. This is true. This is true. And then they'd complain about how you spoke it. In many cases. It is the one language I've heard that has an actual elitism to it. It's impressive. Don't get me wrong, some people are shitty if you don't say certain things right in English, but most people consider those people arseholes. It is culturally acceptable to refer to someone who whinges at someone about how to speak English an arsehole. Whereas in French it's expected. Listen, they would say things about people who speak English too. And I think my jokes about the French are pretty tame. I like their accent, to be fair. And as someone who enjoys Saraway, they're not all bad. There's quite a few decent ones. If not a bit angry. Here's my favourite flavour of angry French. An absolute menace to society. And a once very closeted and yet now definitely not closeted freak. If you know, you know. Lady a freak. God bless. God bless. If you know, you know. So make being French by being based on that is true. That is true. Exactly. Sorry, it's Gothenburgers. Oh, is that how you say it in English? Okay. It's okay. I apologize for anyone from the land of Sweden listening to my attempts at pronunciating your language. I am a silly English being who barely understand my own fucking language, so trust me. Is that where all the Guffield live? Well, over here, that's Nottingham, apparently. And in America, you'll only find them at Hot Topic. So they say. Legends say that they prowl around the Hot Topics. You'll know them by their extremely large boots. Like most their length. Just the end of the boot. It's very high. Boots. I mean, I'm sure some have huge boobs too, but not boots. Big boots. The long boot. I wouldn't typically describe a boob as a long boob. For a second. I mean, I'm sure some have huge boobs. But you know. I don't go around Nottingham. I don't live around there. At some point, chat, I do need to get a holiday, like abroad somewhere. An actual holiday. Maybe next year. I'll get one in. You'll know when it's going to happen, so I'll make you all aware. Because I won't be around for a little bit when that happens. But I will probably try and get a video prepared for the time when that does happen. Like, here's a bit. No, not Birmingham. That's a shit. Everyone in Gothenburg makes dad jokes, or jokes like it, and then they're very happy, so no goths at Gothenburg. Maybe a few, but no more than you. Never enough. That's not the place where all the miserable people live. You won't find those alternative ladies. Find happy people. I hear the Nordic lands are quite happy. On average. I wouldn't understand this as the English. Yeah, no one's happy in Birmingham. The only people who are happy in Birmingham are too stoned to realise they're in Birmingham. This is the truth. That's the only people happy in Birmingham. Finland is the happiest country. And yet some people say it doesn't exist. Some people say there is no Finland. They are wrong. Some people genuinely believe it. There's actually a conspiracy theory that Finland doesn't exist. That is actually a conspiracy theory, by the way. That is a legit conspiracy that some people believe. It's wrong, by the way. And for YouTube, before you put a little thing on my videos, talk about conspiracy theories. It is wrong. It's a dumb theory, because you can just go there. You just literally go. It's like Finland. Just there. You just go there. It's like people don't put New Zealand on maps. It's like you just go to New Zealand. It's there. And there are at least 90% less things that will murder you over New Zealand. You have Kiwis over there. Just small. Just little guys. Just little beans. Big eggs. Huge eggs. No, you won't catch me in most parts of Australia ever. I wouldn't be able to live with the idea of a huntsman spider being in the same zip code as me. Let alone the actually dangerous ones that live there. They will have... France must be the most... It's probably not far off. I'm sure Britain was, when we were in Europe, I'm sure it was, yeah. For depressed people, go to the northern part of Sweden, Finland, Norway, in the mid of winter, and you'll experience no sun for a week or two. Things told you happen. I mean, yeah, no vitamin D. Kiwi eating a kiwi eating a kiwi. Damn. Kiwiception. To be fair, the kiwi has to rearrange its organs if it wants to lay an egg. Because they lay an egg the same size as an ostrich, but are not as big as an ostrich. Yeah, that's England. Especially at the minute, holy shit, it's just dark all the time, gloomy. Well, I'm gonna open my curtain real quick and look outside. Surprisingly, it's not raining. That's shock, honestly. I was expecting rain. I was. It'll come back. The rain is not far away. I bet if I look at my phone right now, it will say, there'll be rain soon TM. I'm going to look right now. I will look at the forecast. Oh, would you look at that? Friday's gonna fucking rain. And then it's gonna be cloudy on Saturday, shocker. And then Sunday to next Wednesday, rain. Which means kiwi skin is a good source for laxatives. Good lord, who figured that one out? Did someone just walk up to a kiwi and lick it and started shitting themselves? Someone figured that out. well, Decker, see, we went from talking about rain to talking about rain. I never said where it was raining from. It's okay. If you go to Tasmania, I hear it is the largest place for legal opioid production. Why is that important? Well, because they started panicking when their very, very locked down farms started getting crop circles around them. And it would turn out that little wallabies had broken into the farm, consumed a lot of poppies, and gotten high as a kite, bounced around in circles, and then fell over and fell to sleep for a few hours. Yeah. Wallabies. Little opioid fiends. It's a bit random weather. It's never consistent. You might get a week of rain or a month of sun, or you'll get hail. Like this year, a week of snow in late May. What? I've had snow in April, but May? I guess we had snow in June one time, a long time ago, before my birth. There's an animal that eat coffee beans and collect. That apparently makes coffee more. It's wild. That's a real shitty coffee. God, so tired of getting. Pretty shitty too. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's about that there time, so just a reminder of what we're doing this week. Tomorrow will be more Total War. We're going to continue with our campaign of The Walking Dead. Lots of zombies, lots of men on corpse carts directing the zombies. And I think we actually have upgrades now for them, so the zombies aren't complete trash. Thank you to the Necromancer that buffs my entire zombies. They will now hit at the same level as basic bitch units. Still better than Skaven Slaves, by the way. So, more Walking Dead. And then after that, we got Thunderstorm of Thousand Bolts. Holy shit, fucking Odin, falls on his fucking pissy over there. Jesus. Yeah, so we've got some more zombie time. And then on Sunday, we're going to do Dark Heresy. The boys are going to meet a leader of a group of, how shall we say, rebels. And maybe they're going to help the rebels and do a rebellion. But yes, until then, I do wish you all a wonderful night, a wonderful day, whatever time it is for you. As for me, I'm going to go lie down now. So thank you for joining me, everybody, and good night to you. Right. Until next time, of course, do stay safe. Ta for now. And of course, we will find someone who looks cute and raidable. Yeah, bye.